Oh my God, welcome back, everyone, to 999. Listen, as I cough, I'm still sick. I'm really sorry about it. I'm doing the best I can. I don't think anything is going to top the episode that we had in the last one, but I'm going to do my very best to see if we can. We're down here now on E deck. We went down the elevator with June after much dialogue, and now we are going to see what's down here.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
So we will see what happens.
Ah, jeez.
Listen, Junpei's still trying to deal with what's in his pants. Can't help it. The elevator stopped and the door slid open. Oh. This looks, welcoming. They tentatively stepped out and looked around.
It looks normal.
Normal-ish. It looks a bit grimy. No fish going about their fishy business or jellyfish floating lazily through the water. There was, however, a blowfish. Or at least something that looked very much like one. What? June's cheeks were puffed out and her mouth a tiny, intense frown. What? No, girl. Listen. Oh, that was quick. Dang. She already has to swallow it. What? Did it take like 8 seconds, Junpei?
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded.
I know she was holding her breath. I was just trying to be disgusting.
Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
No, it looks okay. June looked around nervously, then... See? I fucking told you. She just popped up from nowhere. Now, where do you think she was? Okay, honestly. Exhaled.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
Oh, okay.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
What?
Yeah, right on top of us.
Yeah, right above us. And that's, honestly, that's scary enough.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
I wonder if they thought of that. Junpei thought about that for a moment.
Well, we'd probably get really wet up there.
Oh, no, stop. Can we need to move on from this.
Huh?
Otherwise, I will never move on. You don't know how long I could stay on something.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here.
Okay, I wonder what we're gonna find down here.
Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Yeah, and they're probably like, where the fuck are they?
Okay, good idea.
Now then.
All right. Junpei glanced around the room they'd found themselves in. Can't go that way. The first thing he noticed was a set of thick iron bars. They ran the length of the room, separating the left elevator from the right one.
Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Right.
Then maybe...
The other way, then? In the corner of the room that has the elevators, Junpei found an opening. Oh.
Well...
Stop. He walked up to it and stuck his head around the corner. Oh.
It looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Door 6. I didn't expect there to be a door all the way down here.
Something's written on the door at the end.
Yeah.
Wait, is that...
It's a numbered door.
Let's check.
Junpei and June set off down the hallway at a brisk clip, somewhere between a run and a jog. Before long, they found themselves in front of the door. On it was a number written in bright red paint. Yeah, sure enough, 6. And we haven't seen this one yet.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door.
Yup. And indeed, there was a red bolted to the wall right next to the door.
But we can't do anything with only the 2 of us.
Nope.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Okay, well, at least then I guess this is one of our choices.
Yes.
All right. Junpei and June turned and headed back to C deck.
Wait, what's this?
What's that? On their way back, Junpei noticed a map on the wall. Oh, another one,
Is
hey?
this the map for E-Deck?
All right, you might as well take it.
I should take it with me.
Yeah. And we are the holder of all maps. ... Okay. I wonder what they found.
Huh, so you guys found door 1.
Oh, door 1, hey? They'd met back up with Santa and Lotus, who had explained what they'd found. Apparently, there was another numbered door on A deck, just like the one on E, beyond the door that the Earth Key opened. According to Santa and Lotus, there was a 1 on the door.
So now we've located 2 new doors.
Yeah.
The 6 door and the 1 door.
And we haven't gone in either of those doors, so those are both new.
It is interesting that E-Deck wasn't flooded.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, we went through some specific dialogue about that. Lotus was quiet for a moment, lost in thought.
Well, we don't really know if all of E-Deck is safe.
That's true, we only saw a little part of it.
We only checked the area around the elevator.
even so, it's still very interesting.
Yeah, it is a little bit, huh? Well, it's almost like they're keeping us from that particular deck on purpose, which is I'm assuming that they are.
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then that means Zero planned all this out.
Yeah.
Even the sinking.
I think so too. I think they're planning out the route.
That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
But that's definitely what's happening, right? It has to be.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Okay.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying.
That's true. He actually did say something about that.
The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Maybe.
Yes, it does make sense.
Okay. That thought made them all go quiet for a moment. What's up, girl? Oh, hey, girl. What's up, girl? Oh. June bit her lip while Lotus sighed softly to herself, and Santa cracked a stiff neck and stared off into the distance at nothing. Yes?
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
What's wrong? June looked up at Junpei with large, pleading eyes.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
That's true, we should probably— oh god, we need to see what happened over there.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Okay.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Well, listen, Silver, I mean, normally I wouldn't want to. But I am kind of siding with Lotus and I want to take her everywhere. What can I do? 8 plus 6 plus 5 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1.
Just kidding.
Oh, she's such a bitch.
All right, let's go.
She just wanted to make him squirm a little, I think. Lotus's words were all the impetus they needed. Back to the large hospital room they went. Oh my fuck. I hope Clover's okay. She's not gonna be okay. Sorry about my voice. She's definitely not gonna be okay. Like, no matter what. I just wonder if the dialogue's gonna go any different than it did last time. The moment they stepped inside, a tremendous voice echoed across the room.
Hey!
What up?
Where the hell did you guys go?
What up, big boy? Yo, did you miss me? I think that you did. It was 7.
7?
What's up? What happened? Oh, Ace does not look okay. Oh dear. Where's Clover? Oh. Yeah, okay. Ace was right behind him and Clover was behind Ace, although she seemed to be hanging back.
What's wrong?
Now remember, we don't know what's back there. Well, we as Junpei and them don't know yet. But we know. It looked as though there was something strange about them. 7 had the look of a man who'd seen a ghost. Ace was just as pale. And Clover looked like she was moments from passing out entirely. For a long moment, they simply stood there, looking at one another. Junpei looked around nervously, waiting for someone else to speak. No one did. He looked at 7.
What happened?
What's wrong?
What the hell kind of question is that?
Okay, listen, we don't know. We didn't go in there with you. 7 was trying very hard to be angry, but something had shaken him hard. His shoulders were trembling, and his voice was strained.
Snake was...
Oh.
Snake is...
7 couldn't finish. He just looked away, his face twisted by... Junpei wasn't sure what. Instead, Ace spoke. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and spoke.
Snake is... dead.
Yeah.
He died, just as the 9th man did.
Right. Oh. Oh, shoot. Junpei, you alright? It was as if all the air had suddenly been sucked out of the room. Oh, here comes this music again that I don't like. Junpei felt his heartbeat quicken, and he realized he was having trouble breathing. This is the music that you get when you see Snake in door 3, is it not? I believe it was the same. Except that one was really bad, because we had June screaming the entire time. Can only imagine what Clover did. He could feel cold sweat beating on his forehead and neck. June, Santa, and Lotus looked the way he felt. All 3 were frozen in place, their faces white.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
Oh no.
We should make sure.
I don't think, does everyone really need to go see that?
Yeah, right. We should.
Oh, they're gonna make us go see it? They nodded to one another and headed for the number 3 door.
Wait, not that way.
What's wrong? What? Did you hold the doors open again like you did last time?
What? Why not?
Did you? They stopped short and turned to look at 7. He was pointing at the door with no number.
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way.
Right. He is prone to doing that, and I guess for this reason.
It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Okay.
Where is he?
The shower room, on the left side of the hallway.
So they already went through there, and then they solved the puzzles to get back out here already in the time that we were gone.
I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
Damn, you guys are smart.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's right.
7's pretty clever to do it.
Then let's go.
Alright, let's look at it. I mean, we've already seen it once, so it should be alright. Their new destination clear, Junpei and his companions headed for the door with no number. Once in the hallway, it was easy to spot the metal door on the left wall.
This wasn't open when we passed here before.
No. But now, just as 7 had said, there was a broom stuck between the door and the frame, keeping it open.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay. I mean, do we really need to? They looked at it for a moment, then stepped inside. I guess everybody just wants to see it so that they know the truth themselves.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Oh god. June's not gonna like being in here. Lotus wrinkled her nose and covered her mouth in disgust. Even Santa pinched his nose shut.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Oh god. It was just as bad as they said. Perhaps worse. A hideous smell filled the air, so thick they could almost taste it. Ugh! It was sour and smelled of fish, feces, and burnt meat. It worked its way through Junpei's nose and down his throat to pound against the entrance to his stomach. Oh boy. Hey, I get to have dinner after this pog. Oh, Jesus Christ. He put his hands over his mouth and struggled to keep what little was in his stomach where it belonged.
Oh, Where is he? Where's Snake?
Oh. They didn't have to wonder where the body was.
There.
Yep. There was blood everywhere, a few arms of the splatter reaching towards them as they walked through the door. All one had to do was follow the many radial arms to their source. The body itself was hidden behind a divider.
June, you should stay here.
Yeah.
But
No, you don't need to see this.
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right?
I mean, before we forced you, now we're gonna try to save your ass from this. He didn't give her a chance to say no. He put his hand on her shoulder as if to shove her into the ground like a tent pole, turned and walked towards the end of the divider.
I'm going in.
Okay. It felt like it took an eternity for him to get there. Everybody wants to see for themselves, though, right? Santa and Lotus followed, timid and nervous as a pair of children. Eventually, they reached the divider. They looked at one another and nodded slowly. Junpei put his hands on the divider and peered around the corner. Oh boy. For a moment, he forgot to breathe. He felt his heart collapse in his chest like an empty cigarette carton, and time froze. He knew in that instant that he would take the image before him to the grave. What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood like tiny islands in a great red sea. Is this the same dialogue as before? That's what I'm wondering. A vast ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled out of it like, yeah, I definitely remembered the mom's spaghetti. If we skip, does it skip until something different is occurring? That's what people pretty much said. Because we've already read this once, and I don't know if I honestly want to read it again. I don't remember how to skip now. Now that I need to. Is auto skip?
Just like Ace.
It's not though. I don't think so.
Just like the ninth man.
Yeah, that's the same as well. Oh, you know what? It's not letting me skip, so I'm thinking maybe that there is something here that we should read. That's probably what it's doing.
Detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Well, it is new information because we weren't here last time with these people, so obviously they're gonna have something new to say. That's probably why it won't let me skip. It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
Right, I remember that
It's
part.
Definitely an open fracture.
Yeah, I remember that too. Now, we had Santa in here in 7, but we didn't have Lotus's commentary or anything like that. His legs were both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, this is new because Lotus was not here with us last time.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
Yeah. Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. Mmm, delicious. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
Yeah, that's how you know it's him. They were all familiar to Junpei.
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Yeah, for sure. Lotus's voice was unnaturally deep and strained, and Junpei heard it catch in her throat. ... Okay. So I guess we all really did need to confirm that. I was wondering how they were gonna approach this, because, like, if we never went in there, do we just never know? But no, they want you to know that that happened, even if you don't pick that door. The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It sounded like the noise a ghost would make. No matter how many times he heard it, he never got used to it. Every time it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should. It was Clover. Oh, I feel so bad for her. I'm sorry. I've completely lost my voice. She sat on the edge of the bed, her head drooping listlessly onto her chest. Her eyes were blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as even a nudge might cause her to shatter into 1,000 pieces. Poor thing.
Snake was probably murdered.
He had to have been.
Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was.
Yup. But who? Who did it? And how? Seven lowered his voice, likely in an effort to keep Clover from hearing what he had to say. There were 4 other people in the room with Junpei and Seven. Ace, Santa, June, and Lotus. Seven looked at each one of them in turn and continued.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3.
Yup.
Then they shoved him into it. Alone.
Ugh.
And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut.
Why did they do it? For
Once that
what
door shut,
reason?
it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead.
Probably.
It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah.
The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead.
Right.
Snake was the only one who went through the door.
But why and how?
And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in,
I'm starting to have a bad feeling about how this occurred.
that happened.
I'm starting to worry now, because remember when I said before that I was kind of calculating how it could only be a handful of people together in a group? It made me realize, reading the dialogue again, how they made it a point to tell you that Snake's bracelet came off. And I believe I did say this in the first time when I read it. The first time I'm like, wait a minute, if the bracelet comes off, can you still use it? Well, now we have 2 people now that could have possibly had their bracelets used for something. Now, clearly Snake you couldn't have used this bracelet at the time that whoever it was pushed him in the door, but what if they had the other bracelet? There is another dead person here that people walked by. Now I'm starting to wonder if that's part of it.
So that's what you meant by killers, huh?
You know what? It's almost starting to look like it might be. And if that's the case, and they had bracelet number 9, that opens up a whole new possibility of people.
You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake.
Right.
It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Nope. But what if they had a bracelet? What if they had someone else's bracelet, though? One person. What if it is one person and not a group like I originally thought?
That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Not necessarily, though, and you're starting to get sus as fuck. Junpei crossed his arms and grunted.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure.
Okay.
Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think.
Right. That was the only time we really lost track of him, because especially in this run, he was with us until then.
Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Yep.
Then that means none of us have alibis.
No.
We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yep.
Yeah,
We skipped that part in this, but yes.
that means anybody could be a killer.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Now this is the same, but again, I'm gonna keep going just to make sure. June seems shocked.
How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
And the reason being is because I made a choice in the first run and I want to choose the opposite now to see what they say.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. I'm starting to think about my second theory about the bracelet of
Why
the
don't you
ninth
calm
man.
down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
Maybe.
What, Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it?
Yep.
Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers.
I also maybe want to read this dialogue again just to make sure I didn't miss any nuances in the first one now that I have like those theories in my head about, especially about the ninth man's bracelet.
Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Right.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Might be.
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship.
I agree with Ace, but I'm still going to answer the other way.
Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
I kind of agree with what he's saying.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself.
Which makes Ace a little sus.
If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero.
Because honestly, you know, he's sus. Seven is sus.
He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us.
Even June is sus. We're all
Doesn't it
sus.
seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
I don't know.
Good question.
Right? Junpei hadn't really considered that.
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Junpei? Was Zero still on the ship with them? Junpei wasn't sure is what I... What did I answer last time? I think I said I wasn't sure. But, Oh shit, I wish, you know what? I need a better memory. I want to say that I wasn't sure. But Zero could be on the ship, who knows? Does it matter? I'm not sure. Gosh. All right, I don't think I said of course last time. Did I? I think I'm pretty sure I said I wasn't sure, man. I don't know. Of course he was. That was obvious.
But I don't...
But now we're not sure. Zero was somewhere on the ship, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled to himself, lost in thought.
Where could Zero be hiding?
I don't think we had this dialogue before, so I think I was right in choosing that. Guys, sometimes I forget, I'm sorry. Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghosting moaning noise. And moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
I think
Yes, darling?
Zero is
Yeah?
one of us.
Oh, right, this part I remember. Boing. Right. Every human body in the room froze. The only sound was the muffled rustling of breath. Eyes darted from face to face. One of those faces was the face of their jailer. But who? Was he one of them? Okay, this also I think is where I answered that's crazy, and she got very upset with me. So if this doesn't have any bearing, and I really hope that it doesn't, I'm gonna answer the other one because I want to see what dialogue option there is. I'm gonna agree with her.
Well, that's possible.
I know for sure that I didn't agree with her last time.
Huh?
Now June's gonna get pissed. Man, you cannot please everybody in this game. You just can't.
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
Right?
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Okay, but
Exactly.
I'm just offering a different
I said we
opinion.
shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
I like how I agreed with it earlier, and now I'm like, nah, forget it. I changed my mind.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
Yeah, tell him.
And what's that?
Oh god, everyone's mad at me again. Man, didn't this happen before? The only one not gonna be mad now is Clover. Well, Clover, I hope you're happy. I did it for you.
The bracelets.
Oh? He held out his left arm.
Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets?
Good question.
You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to.
Okay.
It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
Oh shit, okay. Well, here's another opinion for it.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the nonary game.
Okay.
All of the puzzles here run all by themselves.
Right.
In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward.
That's also true.
Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
Junpei let the question hang in the air and looked at the others. It was Santa who answered.
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us.
I mean, this is gonna cast so much suspicion. I feel like this is also a bad answer.
If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely.
Right?
That's why all the puzzles run by themselves.
Okay.
That's what you're getting at, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
7, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
All right then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Right.
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those?
Okay.
They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this.
Huh, okay.
Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive.
That's
they
true.
actually complement each other pretty well.
Oh, that's pretty true, Junpei. I didn't think
At least
about
they do if Zero is one of us.
Mm-hmm. No one spoke. Their faces were grim, but Junpei wasn't sure if they believed him or not. Finally, Lotus spoke up.
What were his motives?
That I'm not sure about.
His motives.
Yes, isn't that pretty important?
Kind of, yeah.
Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because,
We might not have that much. Junpei choked. He hadn't thought of that, and he had to be honest with himself. He had no idea.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
Get wrecked.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
Listen, I played Phoenix right. Sometimes circumstantial evidence can get you somewhere.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Fine. Fine, you know what? Every single person here has an opinion, but the second I put one out, oh no, Junpei's so bad. He's so stupid. He doesn't have any idea. He doesn't have any evidence. Fine. I don't need any of you. Junpei was painfully aware of their eyes on him and their disapproval. Man, so it's piss off everyone or piss off Clover. Well, I think I made the right decision the first time. Jeez. He tried to find something else, anything else to look at. And in that horrible silence, oh, the bells. You know what that means. Soon we will have to make a decision. They heard a bell begin to ring. It was the clock at the central staircase.
It's 3 in the morning.
Yup.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Oh, that's like no time.
Then we need to move now.
Let's do it.
7, Clover, Junpei.
Mm-hmm.
I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
I actually do. I just wanted to see the other dialogue.
You're right, but
Junpei couldn't bring himself to respond. He swallowed the words he wanted to say and sighed, oh. 7 and Clover remained similarly silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else, very far away.
We must go. We have very little time left.
Ace's words put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were going.
our next destination is Mercury.
Yup.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
Maybe you shouldn't send us to do anything because the last time you sent us to do something, we got into a whole discussion about wetness and it took like 2 hours.
All right, let's go,
And
June.
we completely wasted time. All right.
Right.
Fine. No, I'm here for more dialogue.
Here it is.
Right, the spooky elevators. It sat bolted to the wall near the stairs that led to the casino and the kitchen between the 2 elevators. There it
The
is.
Mercury card reader.
Yeah.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
Right.
I think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
All right. Junpei slid the card through the reader. The light on the reader turned green and made a tiny electronic noise.
I guess the elevator works now.
Okay.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
Let's do it, girl.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
Yeah, I feel yes.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Aw.
Oh,
Hooray.
first we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Oh, I like this music. Have we heard this piece before? I don't think so.
Just like we did before.
All right. Looks good.
Oh, here it is.
It looks normal.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
No, please.
Let's go.
Yes.
Once it had been checked for water, Junpei and Jun stepped into the elevator.
Look!
What do you got there, girl?
Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Oh.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
Oh, well, we know which one Junpei's pushing. Am I right?
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Listen, everyone knew.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
Yeah, Junpei, listen, you ain't trying nothing. That's where you live. Wait, what? Junpei hit the bottom button. Yeah, I know. We know. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downward.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck.
This is where you live. They stepped off and saw the hallway to their right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end, but not a regular dead end.
Hey, over there.
What's that? Oh.
This is a numbered door.
Uh-oh. No, thank you. I remember now.
This is the 8th one we found.
Yeah, okay.
There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase.
I think I know what happens when you go in there.
Doors 4 and 5.
Right?
3 more in the large hospital room.
Yep.
Doors 3, 7, and 8.
Yep.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck.
Yes.
It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
Right? 4, 5, 3, 7, 8, 6, 1. And now door 2 stood in front of Junpei.
That means...
Do you think the next door we find?
I know what's in there.
Yeah, I think so.
That means we have to find 9.
The next one's gonna be door 9.
From somewhere, though, but we all know it's not from door 2, right? Because we know what happens when you open it. Despite himself, Junpei felt excited. There was something about that excitement that frightened him as well.
Finally!
Well, what that means is whatever door I pick next is the last.
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
Well, let me tell you, if you go through door number 2, everything goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Literally anything and everything that could go wrong does when you go in there.
Let's head back.
So let's not go in there.
Okay.
Let's walk far away from this damn door. Because I'm not crazy, right? This is the door that leads to the ending I already got. So let's mosey away from that, shall we? Shall we then?
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
Okay. The pieces of paper they'd folded up lay on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper pulled from Junpei's notebook in an effort to pull together a blind vote.
Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Oh, did we do this the last time? I don't think that we did.
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
I think everyone just blurted out what they wanted.
Can't believe we're voting here.
Listen, this is democracy, all right? Why they had decided to vote that way?
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah.
This is a complicated plan, you know.
Yeah, kinda.
Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. That would allow people to force others to go through certain doors. Oh, you mean like I did in the first one?
Yeah, quiet in the peanut
That
gallery.
never happened. That never happened once. And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone catching wind of, however, so he did his best to act calm as he began to open and read the pieces of paper.
All right, let's open these up.
Okay?
The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we kind of don't have time.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going.
Yes. Get wrecked. He opened the second one.
Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Junpei continued with the third, fourth, and fifth pieces of paper.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Oh no. Lotus, you coming with me though. You ain't going through number 2.
Wait a minute.
What?
There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
Oh shit.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But,
Oh man, she's so not
Just
into
give
it.
it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Wait! Oh my god, be right back. I'm changing my Twitter name to Exhibitionist Grandma. Holy shit, dude.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Yeah, dude, seriously, like honestly, they're good. They're nice.
Barely.
So why are you complaining?
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
I don't want to see you in the same outfit, do I, boy? Well, maybe.
But what about common decency?
What do you mean? Shut up! You weren't complaining about it before you knew how old she was.
Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Wow! What the? What are you, blind or something? What the hell are you smoking? What the fuck is wrong with her? What do you mean, dude?
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Dude, just do it right here. I'm gonna watch. Give me some popcorn. Lotus's hair flared out like the mane of an angry lion, and she roared with a voice that shook the walls.
Not good.
Oh my god. No, just let her kill him. I'm sus about him anyway.
Go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Get him, girl. With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her. She's strong, dude. The 2 biggest people here couldn't pull her away.
Junpei, read the rest.
Oh my god.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the 6th piece of paper. He opened it.
June wants door 6.
Okay.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
Okay. All of the papers save Junpei's had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
So this was everyone's vote.
This means basically I can pick any one of these doors.
Ace and Clover requested door 1.
Guys, I am so sorry. This was a door on A deck near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
That's the death room. It goes to the yellow submarine.
Santa and June requested door 6.
I don't know where that goes. 1 and 6, I have no idea. Okay.
Then the door I should choose is...
Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys know what I'm choosing? It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the 7th piece of paper and spoke.
Okay, the last one is mine.
Yep.
I want to go through...
Guys, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, but you're gonna have to wait and see which I pick in the next one. You already know it's not gonna be 2. So, I'll just have to make you wait for the next one. Besides, we've gone over time. I don't have time for this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Though seriously, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I will see you soon in the next episode where I make a choice. And for this run, that should be the last door we're going in. Hopefully the ending won't be nearly as bad. We'll have to see. Toodaloo.